now, humans like to think of themselves as a pretty unique bunch, but it turns out that we're not actually that special. Humans have much more in common with animals than you may think. Maths, a monkey can do that. Tool use, birds, they've got it masters. And voting, well, bees are all over that. Our next guest is here to tell us more. Chris Lloyd, author of Humanimal, a new book looking at the similarities between us and the animal world. And it's very interesting. You talk about community, feelings, intelligence in this book.
Yes.
I want to know about the bees and voting. It turns out they're better than us.
It's incredible, absolutely amazing. So every year the bees face an almighty decision where they're going to locate their nest for the next year. And it turns out that they use a form of democracy, a type of voting, whereby certain bees go and scout out about 10 or 12 amazing places where they think they should locate the nest, and come back to the bee's nest and they dance, which reveals the coordinates of these different places. And then other bees take those coordinates, go and scout them out themselves, and come back and dance alongside the bee they think has got the best location.
Wow.
And then after about 3 weeks, the bee with the most other bees, that's where they make their decision.
It's not like they voted in the EU referendum.
Well, they would have done such a good job with Brexit.
Well,
but they're telling us that if we had had 10 or 12 different forms of Brexit and then had the referendum, then we would have been doing what the bees do, and we probably would have made the right decision.
And they don't have another vote, do they? They stick to that one vote, that one decision.
Yeah,
okay,
definitely only one.
Learning from bees this morning. And let's talk about animals having fun, having a sort of sense of joie de vivre, because we like to have fun, but it seems that animals do as well.
Well, for a long time people thought, well, animals only do things for a reason, for a purpose, for some evolutionary survival benefit, you know. And that's been part of this arrogance, I think, that we've had, that's come through hundreds of years, you know, in a way of religious leaders and even scientists saying that we're always projecting our feelings.
And then you get this.
And then you get this, which is, you know, a dog actually just having incredible fun. Look at it. I mean, you know, it's just doing what kids do. And it just shows how similar we are, which is why Humanimal is really, you know, the key, I think, in the language is trying to say, look at the links between different species. Let's not divide ourselves up, particularly when we think about the future and young people. This is a really important message, I think, that I think parents and teachers can enjoy with children.
You mentioned teachers, 2 biology teacher parents. Are we not in danger of just anthropomorphising animals just a little bit too much?
I think that's been sort of slightly becoming out of vogue. You know, there's a lot of research now that shows that animals do feel in the way that we do. You know, fish have nerve endings that are almost identical to our own. And if you give them, if they have a panic attack and you give them antidepressant drugs, they respond in the same way that we do. Because we evolved from fish. You know, hundreds of millions of years ago, our ancestors were in the sea, so it's not really that surprising that the same emotions and feelings that we have are being shared in our animal kind of peers.
You can find out more about the similarities between humans and animals. Humanimal. Chris Lloyd, for children and adults.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for joining us to
Thank
talk
you.
about it. Fascinating way to end the show. We'll see you tomorrow.